our second episode of the Knickronomicon. So, here tonight, just the other night, we just had the Milwaukee Bucks visit the Square Garden to face off against the New York Knicks, 1-on-1 with the lottery ones. In a tough defeat, Milwaukee opened their third game against the Knicks to a 110 to 130 loss on the road. Oh my god. If that wasn't as weird as you think it is, it was over a 20-point deficit. And we led over 25 earlier in the game. So if you guys are really curious, who was the leading scorer? Julius Randle came over his 25-point performance against the 76ers, leading that up with 14 rebounds and 29 points with 7 assists. He went off a near triple-double performance over Reggie Bullock that I think was just allowing scoring. Divanucci came with a 4-point play from over the corner. Drew Holiday was just doing his best way how to just drive up the paint, making sure nobody actually does their defensive assignments. Elfrid Payton with 27 freaking points, over 7 assists. He came off an easy little slam, lobbing it all the time over the Knox, and then over to Mitchell Robinson. He came over 9 points, 6 rebounds, and it's shocking. You usually don't see Julius Randle do a lot on rebounding. He hustled over his putback scoring. He's really decent trying to actually use his post moves over, slower box out teams. I'm more concerned over what the Knicks are going to do against Western Conference teams than Eastern Conference, in my opinion. Drew, there was a cool thing over a spin out finish from Chris Middleton over, I think, making Drew Holiday fall off and making RJ Barrett slip. And RJ Barrett is well played, better than he did last game. Now, this is the Knicks I want to see. 54% field goals, 59% from behind the arc. Where was this against the Sixers? Now, the Sixers were just better off perimeter playing. Austin Rivers just knew how to just let the zone just absolutely abide us to just allow Seth Curry, Embiid, and just everybody else just escaping the landscape and just letting it easier for them to just maneuver from fast breaks. Giannis did score better than he did, I think, at Christmas. I think he had 12 points. He did snuff the Warriors, but the Warriors been getting snuffed in the early start of the season. And now here they are, 27 points. Giannis coming off many steals, coming off, I think, 2 steals in the game, 13 rebounds, many slams, but it just felt like he was just barely there on the offensive point of the ball. Bobby Portis, that was a former Knick, came off with 17 points. And they were just cruising over loose turnovers, terrible from outside corner shots, and Elfrid Payton, we were just utilizing our fast breaks. Frankie Nicolatino was looking good. Alec Burke was looking good. Kevin Knox, yet again, just being used for just his finishing ability, was used pretty good. I have barely any complaints over except still our shooting needs a bit of work. Ball handling still needs to be used a bit well, and our our ball movement. But, I can't complain. Near the end of the year, we got to win. 1 out of 3 1-2 ain't bad. It's a bit of a slow start, but I expected them, winning a game in 2 weeks. This is a way how to start it off. Our young guys being more primarily used off ball. We were shooting better. We were playing better. We seemed to be more well disciplined. Way better moving out the ball. More athletic. This is how the team is supposed to be utilized. And I understand we're probably not going to pick up wins. I think we got Brooklyn next. So probably we need to aim a bit higher in standards. In the standards, the way how I think we're supposed to perform. But Randall keeps playing like this. It's going to be average enough that he's probably going to get signed off, or we can just trade him over for just more future assets. 29 points off 25 performance is a pretty good improvement. He seemed to shoot the ball way better. He seemed more involved with the team, more hustling, more better to pick up over shots, especially over top of the key. Mitch Robinson was just not as involved over offensively with his unit unless they had to catch over the ball. Alfred Payton and RJ Barrett still promising backcourt with I think RJ still needing to learn. So way better performance, beating off the Milwaukee Bucks here at home. So not much to speak over this video. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. Probably if it's a loss, got more height and detail, especially because I'm tired. But other than that, I gotta say, yeah, the Bucks match our record. Diffucci, I thought like Bobby Portis was shooting whack over the ball. Pat Connington just wasn't as involved, even though he had 16 minutes. And DJ Augustine just felt like he was just there moving up the ball transitionally. It's like they don't have much utilization of their depth. Even though I like DJ Wilson, DJ Augustine's an average six man to keep on the court. Bobby Portis is just there when you need a decent average body that can also shoot. And it just felt like they were just using them just to give the ball over to Giannis or just finish up over the corner because they lost Wesley Matthews and they had average shooting. And now Wesley's over in LA. So it just looks like they're just going to use Brown style. They're going to be more involved over the paint. That could be the downfall. The Bucks are not making it over to the Eastern Conference final anytime soon. But it's going to be fun to see Giannis play for $229 million. You know how much I would kill anybody to get that type of money. That's crazy. Other than that, that's all I got to say here for this Knickronomicon episode. So, if you want to see more, comment down below. Like, try to help now we grow over to 40. 40 is next, baby. 40 is next. Keep this thing growing. We want to keep it, nice and clean growing up this channel, trying to be at least more successful and grab more of an audience virtually than the Knicks do physically. Get it because they can't allow anybody on this garden. But other than that, that's all I got to say here for this Knickronomicon episode. If you guys want to see more recaps, please comment down below. That's all I got to say here. Big win over for the Knicks. 20-point win. Unbelievable. And I've been seeing a lot more positives over with the youth. Hopefully, when Obi Toppin comes back, Alonzo Trier, Piston gets more minutes, Nerlens Noel gets utilized more, we could probably see a more promising young unit, because obviously this Knicks team is obviously not going to be a playoff team. So this is just great to just feel like what we can use, what could be more utilized, and hopefully Thibodeau can make a great game plan for that. But that's all I got. That's it for me.